Hello, Tom Morlock here, back with Ipswich Town Talk, reflecting on Ipswich Town 1, Norwich City 1 in the East Anglian derby. I've got Frank, Luca and George here with me. Guys, what do we think of the performance and the result today?
Well, I think we're all pretty happy with a 1-1 draw. I think before the game we were hoping we were going to get a 1-1 or certainly get something out of the game. But yeah, I think overall it was a fair result.
And in the first half we started really well actually and got the ball down and played some nice stuff, had a few chances and then a bit of a kick in the teeth from Cameron Jerome to give them the lead really.
Yeah, it was a good finish though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. I think overall I thought it was, at the beginning we really set about them and that's what we want to see a bit more of down here. But we know they're a good team. We know they were going to hold the ball a lot more than us. So midway through the game, they had a lot more possession, I thought, and then obviously we got the goal just before half time, didn't we? So they give us a lift at half time. So it was good.
So if we play like that in future games at home and even away from home, is that going to set us up well for this season? It being Norwich one of the most difficult games potentially.
Well, potentially it's one of the most difficult games, but you always expect to lift yourself for the derby, don't you? So. You wouldn't expect anything less than a performance like that. So I think at the end of the day, I think some of the stuff we saw last season, especially the second half of the season, was absolute dross. So today was just, for me, a real positive performance. I really did think. I thought Ward had a great game. I thought he's a good ball player. I thought Murphy led the line really well. So more of the same, let's hope so. Huh?
And what do we think about Freddie Sears? Obviously that's 30 odd games without a goal now. He's played out of position a lot, but not quite taking his chances even when he finds himself in the right place.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think because we play him so far wide, he doesn't get much chance to use his instinct as he does as a striker really. But I thought he played okay today. He's plenty of energy, isn't he? So let's just hope that goal comes.
And finally, moving on to Preston next week, do you think we'll be able to replicate the performance? And what do you think in terms of the result next week?
Well, we've got one less day to recover, but it's a home game and it's a game against a team that you'd like to think that we could put to the sword. So yeah, fingers crossed we'll be all right, won't we?